Welcome to Fantasy Smack Talk. I'm Dustin. This is your Week 6 Waiver Wire show. Let's get right into it. Before we get started, hopefully y'all listened to me and picked up Mendenhall. Apparently it's not that hard to come back from knee injuries anymore. You got Mendenhall, AP, Charles all look like themselves. Mendenhall could be big from here on out. If he's still available for whatever reason in your league, pick him up immediately. Do whatever you can to get him. But he's gobbled up in a lot of leagues at this point. Let's take a look at must-adds in all leagues. First one, Randall Cobb. Only on 65% of leagues right now. Big week 5. You know, if you've been watching our shows, you know that I've used the #1 waiver on him in a couple of leagues. Got a little worried there for a little while, but now I'm feeling a little better about it. Even when Greg Jennings comes back, I think Cobb still has a decent part of that offense. They're going to find a way to get the ball in his hands. He's a big play guy. I really do like Cobb's upside from here on out. Next, Javad Best. You know, they're saying he might come back week 7. He's only on 10% of leagues right now. I only think he's a must-add in PPR leagues. So I think he could be kind of a Sproles-type player for that Lions offense. If he's available, you're looking for a high upside guy, just pick him up, see what happens with all his concussion stuff. He still needs to pass some tests, but the upside's still there. Another guy, Alex Green, Cedric Benson, got hurt. He's probably going to miss at least a couple weeks. Alex Green, as of right now, looks like the guy to own. When you look at his numbers from week 5, they were skewed by one long run, so don't necessarily believe his average, but he's worth a look. He might be a decent short-term solution, but I feel like Benson's going to come back and take that job back once he gets healthy, but not the best situation as far as who's going to have the value out there. Now, the must-adds in all leagues, real quiet this week, so probably not using a #1 waiver on any of these guys unless Mendenhall is still available, but that's it for the must-adds in all leagues. Let's take a look at some guys to add in deeper leagues. Got a couple of pick-up-and-play defenses for you. Atlanta only on 60% of leagues. They're going up against Oakland. They're at home. Atlanta's D's been solid this year. I really do like their chances to put up decent point totals. Another defense I really like is Miami going up against St. Louis. They're only on 30% of leagues. The Rams offense just got even worse with Amendola going down. Their receivers are god-awful. Miami's been solid this year. I expect them to be a solid at least 10-point play this week. I want to talk about one running back real quick. A little moment of silence for Brent's boy. Ryan Williams, you got to feel bad for Ryan Williams at this point. He finally got his shot. Their offensive line is awful, and then he gets hurt again, out for the year. It sucks for him, but William Powell looks to be the guy to pick up. Stephen Howling is also going to be in the mix there. It's just a mess. That's why I'm just calling this a must-add in deeper leagues. Normally when a starting running back position opens up, people are running the waiver wire to pick whoever the backup's going to be. This one, we don't necessarily know who's going to be the guy that gets all the carries. And 2, even the person that does get all the carries, probably not going to have the most value since that offensive line is the worst in the league. I think that's safe to say. Let's talk about a couple of tight ends. Kyle Rudolph, Jared Cook, 2 of our deep sleeper tight ends we really liked coming into the year. They've been playing great. They're finding the end zone. They both found it week 5. Rudolph's owning 65% of leagues. Cook's owning 50%. Out of 2, I like Rudolph a little bit more. But I like both these guys for tight end 2s if you need them for bye weeks. And from here on out, I do like both of their upsides. A couple of quarterbacks I want to talk about. Alex Smith and Christian Ponder. Smith's owning 55% of leagues. Ponder's owning 30%. A couple of reasons why I'm kind of grouping these guys together. They can both throw in a little bit extra with their legs, and also they're kind of both right in between game managers for their teams and guys that just really they depend on for them to win every week. They're kind of just asked to do whatever their team needs to win. Some games they might only throw for 150, but other games, they can throw for 300 if they need to. I really like both these guys. I think they're available in too many leagues. They're still great QB2s. They can help you through your bye weeks if you need it. One individual defensive player I want to talk about was Luke Kuechly for Carolina. He's their rookie that they just drafted this year. Great game week 5. That might be the start of good things to come. I think he's still worth an add. I've talked about him in one show before this year. I think he's a good guy to add in IDP leagues. One guy I want to talk about as a bye week fill-in that I really like is Andre Roberts. He was a big pickup coming in the last week, but he was kind of disappointing. He's only on 55% of leagues right now, but he's going up against the Bills week 6. The Bills are awful. Arizona should be able to get their offense going against the Bills, at least their passing game. So I do like Andre Roberts as a pickup and play. I think he could have a big week. Now this just, oh wait, one more person. Tim Tebow, I gotta throw him in here. He's only on 10% of leagues. As of right now, Monday Night Football is playing right now. He's been getting in there a little bit more. The Jets fans are getting really impatient with Sanchez. We'll see how this game ends up. But Tebow, you're going to have to pick him up in deeper leagues if you're looking for a high upside QB. You know, you just stash him on your bench, see what happens. But if he does end up taking over that job, yes, the receivers are terrible out there, but he could be a top 15 quarterback just because of what he can do with his legs. Got to throw my boy Timmy in there. So that's it. If you want to see the full list, get onto the website. Brent and I will be back later this week. Got any questions? Post them in the forums.